Hey guys, Lee Kenny here. Hope you're well from Social Snowflake. One of the things we often talk about is getting assistance from other people. So this means often hiring freelancers, and it can be quite a tricky business. If you know what you're doing, it's okay. But if you think on a strictly linear fashion, so for example, I'm going to go and hire a person, I'm going to find that exact person, and then it will be really wonderful, and only if it doesn't work out then will I look for a second alternative. Well, in the freelancer market you need to be a little bit more probably clever and a little more smart than that. So typically what we do is we'll go here to this website is called peopleperhour.com. We have an account there where we have fully registered and prove that we're who we are and what business we are and company. But whether you're an author or a marketer or a company, it's very, very easy. So what we've done first of all is we've gone up here to, we said we want to buy, and we've said we want to post a job. Now you can go onto the browse hourlies, and the hourlies essentially, let me just open that up for you, is a list of people who've already said, listen, here's common jobs that people want done, and here's what we can do. And you can segment them in terms of price. And as you can see here, there's 42,000 individual jobs and tasks that people have set up. Under £20 or about $25 right now, there's still 13,000, and then they go upwards depending on what you need. So as you see, over £100, there's 8,000 jobs in there. You can also say how quickly you want to get these things delivered, whether you want them from a particular country, and of course here you can pick the category. So for example, it might be social media, and you could pick one of these, or it could be a data entry or data entry, I'm sure you would say in some countries, and you can collect, and then all of a sudden it's going to now say, okay, well, there's 992 people, all of which can do data entry. And they're all in different countries. And again, you can segment them out. So, for example, we're going to post a job here. We want to get a social media expert to help us with some of our categories. So we're looking for somebody on social media, and we're looking at Facebook. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and type in what we want. Now what I've done is gone here. We have a document where I've already printed what I want, and now I can just put that in there. Now just as a little aside, something that I always ask people to do in here, because you can imagine that this is a fertile ground for people just to send out copy and paste proposals. So for example, in here I've put down the document I want, and then I've said please ensure you provide a budget for the activity, any needs you may have, as well as including the words due diligence in your reply, so that I know you actually took time to read the brief. This means any 100% copy and pasted briefs are going to be dismissed. You'll actually find that if you're looking for somebody very good with an attention to detail, they will find that, and instantly you just got rid of a whole heap of really terrible performing freelancers. And that's maybe not fair to say that they were all terrible, but you certainly managed to get a much, much stronger job. So, and then instantly what you do here then is you say, am I looking for a fixed price? And if so, you can go in there and you can say, well, listen, I'm looking for, let's say, intermediate here. And then if you want, you can actually add in things like here, different questions. So you can say, have you got this? Or you can create your own question, which pages have you managed, etc. And then you can just go ahead and either say that we want this job duration to be ongoing, I'm not sure, or you can leave that open. And then you just go and post the job, at which point it will ask you, do you want to boost that? Do you want to make it more visible? And you can certainly do that. But in my experience, these jobs typically get published and posted probably within about 30 minutes. They talk about there's a process of their people check them over, but in reality, about 20-30 minutes later, you'll find you'll start receiving your first either questions on the proposal, or you'll actually receive your first bids. So that's just how you get started with posting a job and asking people. Very, very simple. You're not bound at this point to accept anybody, but you can see what the quality and caliber of people is. and then you can just go ahead and post that, agree a price. And again, what I like to try and do, particularly if I'm in a low price market, so if I'm looking at something that's going to cost me less than $100, I may well hire 2 people at the same time. We recently had a writing task, and we actually hired 7 people at the same time because they were all $5 or $10. And really what that did for us is, it let us split out the workload. So we were looking for something that needed, a good amount of work, let's say 10 or 12 hours worth of work. And instead of asking one person to do 10, 12 hours work, we asked 7 people to do 1 to 2 hours. And as we suspected, 2 or 3 of those were really poor. 2 were average, and 1 I think was excellent. And the excellent one, who had very good speed, very good technology, that person obviously then was given more work to do. And the people who were poor, hey, we put that down just to a cost of doing business. The overall cost of getting that done was still significantly lower. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions on the use of freelancers, there are other sites available for different technical things. Pop down below if you have any questions, and we'd love to help you with that.